Accounting Superstars. This is Professor Don Bush. I've been a professor for about 30 years, CPA for about that long, and I've got great ways to explain accounting. You've come to the right place. Today's lesson is designed for people who are in their first semester of accounting, probably about their sixth week, and studying inventory. And one concept that usually confuses people is the lower of cost or market. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not that confusing. It's really pretty easy. So here's what's going on. Fred has all kinds of inventory. He's got snow blowers over here. He's got chainsaws and he's got weed whackers. Those are the three things that he sells. And within each category, he's got Model 1 and Model 2 and Model 3 and Model 4 and so on. And Fred went around and counted his inventory. So he's got 2 of Model 1 and 3 of Model 2 and so on and so forth. So here's the problem, is that it's really a bad idea for businesses to overstate their assets. The reason why is because they begin to make bad decisions if they overstate their assets. I've seen it before, and you might be wondering, well, why is that? They really and truly do. The businesses, when they think they're doing better than they really are, they tend to take on riskier projects and just oftentimes it ends in disaster. So accountants have this big thing of not overstating assets. Now, inventory is an asset, so we want to be careful to not overstate the assets. Now, this is an introductory explanation of this. It's not the whole story. So for some of you advanced students who might be watching this is not the whole story. So I'll make a video sometime of the whole story. But for now, it's a nice introduction. So this is one way a person can do it. And in future videos, I'll show some other simple, easy ways to do it. So what's going on here? Let's take Model 1 of the snowblowers. Here's Model 1. And Fred has counted 2 of these snowblowers. He's got 2 of these on hand. And these snowblowers cost Fred originally $1,000. Now, if you multiply 2 times $1,000, you're going to get $2,000. So the original cost of these 2 snowblowers was $2,000. Now, Fred needs to compare that to the cost that it would take to replace those 2 snowblowers. Now, I know it says current market value, but it's the current market value at Fred's wholesale price. It's the cost that Fred needs to pay for those things. And as you know, Fred is selling snowblowers, and he's taking those snowblowers and he's marking up the price and selling them to customers. So this does not include the markup. It's just how much it would cost Fred to buy 2 of these snowblowers from the supplier. So it turns out the price has gone up a little bit. The suppliers raised the price a little bit. And so Fred is saying, well, if I had to buy 2 of those at $1,100 each, that would be $2,200. So what Fred would do is Fred would say, well, I need to take the lower of cost or market because we don't want to overstate assets. So it'll either be the $2,000 or the $2,200, whichever is lower. So we will take the $2,000. There we go. So let's do Model 2. So with Model 2, Fred says, I've got 3 of those, and they cost me $1,200. That's how much I paid for them. So 3 times 1,200 is $3,600. And it looks like the replacement value has gone up. So it looks like prices are going up here. So Fred would say, if I had to replace those 3 snowblowers, it would cost me $1,300. So 3 times 1,300 is $3,900. So Fred simply takes the lower of the 2 because Fred does not want to overstate assets. So there we go. Let's do another example. So Model 3, Fred has 1 of those, and Fred originally paid $2,000 for it. So 1 times 2,000 is $2,000. Now, Fred is saying, now if I had to replace that one snowblower, that Model 3 snowblower, if I had to replace it and talk to my vendor and say, hey, I need another Model 3, can you send it to me? The vendor would say, yeah, sure, we're selling them for $1,850. So 1 times $1,850 is $1,850. And Fred is taking the lower of the 2, the lower of the cost or the market. So Fred would take the $1,850. All right, there you go, 1850. And let's do one more. Fred's got a Model 4 snowblower, and he's got 5 of them. And the original cost was $1,500 each, so 5 times $1,500 is $7,500. And if Fred had to replace those, it would cost him $1,550. So 5 times $1,550 is $7,750, and you simply just take the lower of the two. So at this introductory level, this is really easy, super easy. Now, I won't bore you with going through all of these, but all I'll do is I'll just highlight what the numbers would be. So let's go down to the chainsaws. There's the original cost for the chainsaws, and if Fred had to replace them, here would be the replacement cost. So Fred would just simply take the lower of the two. So he would say, oh, well, what's lower, 1,400 or 1,300? And he would write down 1,300 because, again, he doesn't want to overstate the assets. And then Fred would look at Model 2 and say, well, the 4,690 is lower than the 4,900, so I'll write that down. And look at that, Model 3, there's no difference. So we'll just write down 2,750. You know, if there's no difference, just write down what it is. So let's do the same thing with the weed whackers. I'll just highlight, I'll multiply it out here for the weed whackers. Here's the replacement cost for the weed whackers. And Fred, again, is going to take the lower of the two. So, you know, with Model 1, he'll take the 1,080. And with Model 2, he'll take the 555. And with Model 3, he'll take the 2,040. You just choose whichever number's lower. That's all you do. All right. So last step, all we're going to do is we're going to add up the lower of cost or market. Just get a grand total. So let's add it all up. Here we go. We get 27,365. So Fred would list his inventory on his balance sheet at 27,365. And this would ensure that his inventory is not overstated. So folks, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If it helped you out, let me know. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button too. That way YouTube will know you like these videos, and YouTube will bring up more of them for you. And also go to accountingsuperstars.com. I've got all these videos listed out by topic. So if you're looking for a certain topic, that's the way to go. It'll be a lot easier for you. So until next time, over and out.